Hey fam, welcome back to another episode of Reality Chat Room with Damz. And also, Happy New Year. Welcome to the year 2026. On today's episode, we have here with us a beautiful couple, Mr. Gabriel and Mrs. Adedolapo Aiyepada on today's episode. And we are here to talk about before marriage and after marriage, the realities and the expectations. You know, before we go right into it, I would like them to also introduce themselves to you. Over to you, man, sir.
Hi, Danny. Good afternoon. So, like you rightly mentioned, my name is Gabriel, also known as Olu Adamilola, by the
I
way.
can say,
Yeah. And I also have my beautiful wife here, Adedolapo Bumisola.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
So,
it's
I'm an
good to
HR
have
person,
you.
though.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's a chat room with Damz. Yes. So can you just briefly introduce yourself, what you do, so our besties can get to know you more than just your name.
So let us start first. Ladies first.
Okay, good afternoon. My name is Dolapo Adedolapo Aiyepada. I'm a customer service representative. Also an event planner, event decorator, Posh Pop signature. So yes.
So besties, if you have any event to plan, she got you.
Yeah, I got you. So yes, we plan events. We do decorations for all kinds of events. So yes, that's what I do basically.
Good to know.
And here I'm an HR professional, and also I sing, and I have like various releases under the name of Gabby Excelsis. You can also check us out.
Yes. Yeah, thank you very much. Without wasting much of our time, let's just go right into it. Our topic for today is before marriage and after marriage, expectations versus reality. And my first question to you is, what did you expect marriage to be like before tying the knots? Who would go first?
Okay, so before tying the knots, I've always, seen marriage to be a beautiful thing, where two people come together as one and make things work, grow a family together, build the family, and also grow in every area, either finances, areas of projects, and many more, Yeah, that's my expectation.
You, Ma?
Okay, so before tying the knots, marriage first is one of my desires. I actually enjoy being married, and it's a family where it's a union where I love to be. So building a family, having a partner who I can always go home to say, oh, this was how stressful my day was. Yes. The comfort actually as well. Then someone to always rub minds with, always helping to plan ahead most of the times. Like, okay, why not let's just do it together like this? Let's go this route. So
there was no fear for any of you at any point.
No, I never had any fear going into marriage. Okay, so I would say where I think the fear came was when I think during the old journey and like to say I do. So I'm like, I think that's where the cold feet came from. Like, am I really sure I'm about to go into this? Okay, I think that was where the cold feet came from. And after that, I think I was fine. So till now, there's not been any fear.
That's good to hear, because for some people they would say they are scared to get married, or with a lot of things happening in marriages all around the world, so many people have this fear even before entering into it. But it's good to know that none of you had any fear whatsoever before tying the knots. Another question is, what were the biggest surprises after getting married, or were you even surprised at all? Was there anything that shocked you?
Okay. Were there surprises? Okay, I think the first surprise was okay, at the time when we first got married, I wasn't the 9 to 5 person.
Okay.
So I'm always at home 247. And okay, when we also got married, he was also on leave. So for like the whole month, we got married like early into the month. So for like a whole month straight, it wasn't going to work. So I think where the surprise came from was I had to cook morning, afternoon, night. I was like, is this about to be my life? But I guess it's also one of a very understanding person. And I think I had to have the discussion that I don't think I can do this every day.
So you had that discussion.
Yes, so
Okay.
I don't think I can do this every day. So we started bulk cooking, all those like, okay, so if you're hungry, you can always warm up something for yourself. So I think that was where the whole relief came from, because I wasn't about to start cooking every day. And yeah, so we actually had to buy the idea of, why not just let's cook for a number of days, and then after that, then if he's exhausted, then we know that, okay. And most of the time, if I'm like, I'm fed up, or sorry, I'm tired, not the word fed up, no, I'm tired. So it's like, okay, I don't think I want to eat anything tonight as well. So let's just go to bed. Yes.
He's not the person that would say he wants fresh meal every day.
No.
Okay, so what was your biggest surprise?
Biggest surprise.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be something very big, or it could be something as simple as you found out that she snores. I'm not saying she snores, maybe.
Well,
he snores. So that is surprising.
He will never admit that.
I don't
He will
believe
never
that.
admit it. Never.
Because I've actually told her to, anytime you see me snore,
I should make a video.
but she has never given me one.
He will never
I
admit
don't
it.
tag
Never
that.
admit it.
Well, other surprises, like, okay, I'll say this one. Now, I married her a virgin, and
that's good to hear.
and having to bring her to, like, okay, these are my expectations. It's a beautiful thing to allowing someone to, okay, explore me, this is how I like it, and also ask you, okay,
When it comes to intimacy, right?
yes, how do you want it? It was a
shy.
definitely.
Was I shy? That's a lie.
Okay.
Was I shy?
I don't know. So yeah, other surprises. I don't.
So,
if they
but
come,
that was initially when you just got married. Later,
yeah.
Stopped to read.
Definitely.
You guys found a way around it. Okay, so is it true that the spark fade, or does it change form in marriage?
Spark.
Yes, when you just get married, the thing is very, very is hot, and you're like, my husband, my wife. But maybe after some years, it just begins to fade.
So I believe it's something that you have to be intentional about.
True.
If you are not intentional about it, it will definitely fade. So one of the intentionalities we put in place is that when I'm going out, I'm going to hug you. We're going to hug. When we come back, you are going to hug. So either it becomes like a duty. I don't want to know, but it brings us close. When we are going out, we pray together. Irrespective of how many minutes late, we're still going to pray together. And there are other intentionality.
So do you guys leave the home together? Or if you're the one living first, pray together?
If I'm the one living first, pray together.
We all pray together.
That's it.
Yeah.
So what about when you guys are angry at each other?
That is the
Sorry,
thing.
I'm going to answer that. So I'm going to use an example. Something happened between us. I think we had an argument, and I think that morning we were about going to work, and then he was praying, and I was being like, what kind of prayer are you praying? We're angry, yes. So, and then I was actually being like, no, this prayer is not, it's not working out. But it was like, by force, by fire, we do this prayer. So when we came back from work and we had to sit down to iron out our differences, and I was like, the prayer you prayed this morning, are you sure that God even answered that prayer? And it was like, well, that is where the devil actually comes in, because if you stay in that phase, because you're fighting, you're not going to pray, then that's when the devil pushes you go ahead. So it was that prayer phase. We're able to work that out. So that's one of the intentional parts of it.
No matter how
angry you are, you must pray before you leave the house.
That's a very good one. That's very good. And also, I think if you see it as it's you and your partner against whatever happened, it makes it easy to resolve. But if you're saying that he offends me, she offended me, this and that, you will be so cross with each other and you won't even do anything.
So another way I would come in is the fact that that is actually what the devil wants.
Yes.
There are some arguments that might not be natural. There are some arguments that might be, as a result of what the devil wants to do, and you now entering into that phase and playing along. Before you know, you're drifting apart.
Yes.
But when you come together, irrespective, and still pray, you can even still pray about it, because I'm somebody like that. I can still make comments that my wife that is, in this mode, help me.
Well, he does that all the time, and then you're opening your eyes like, someone, what are you saying?
At the end of the day, at least a little smile might come. Might not end it as at that period, but at the end of the day,
it's lighting up the moment.
Most of the time when I get to work, even in the face of then I just remember, can you imagine? I actually said this. So yes.
That's very, very good. Very good. Okay, so what's the role of intentionality in maintaining intimacy after marriage? Intimacy and romance after marriage.
You want to go first?
Especially because, you married as a virgin.
Yeah, intimacy, it is very key. Yes, when we first got married, it was almost every day.
What was almost every day? Tell us.
The sexual part of it.
Okay, sex. That's what they want to say. They are very shy. Let me say it for them.
So it was almost every day and the likes. But at the end of the day, as the years started going, you want to make it intentional, in the sense that sometimes you might not be in the mood, because I've always heard this beautiful sex, dutiful sex. The duty aspect of this is the fact that I own your body, she owns my body. So there are times I might not want to have it, and although she really does that.
I was going to get to that.
I can count maybe 2 or 3 times. She has actually said, babe, alpha.
I don't have to say she do better now.
Compared to from me.
So that is always the initiator. She doesn't initiate sex. Is it that you feel like women should not initiate sex, or that's just who you are?
I will speak for myself. I think that is who I am. I don't know of other women.
Okay.
I don't know if that is how they are. I don't know. Some women will tell you that they are the initiator, but for me, I'm not. I
feel that anybody can actually.
Yes, anybody can.
Imagine me burning with passion, and because I'm waiting for you to come and meet me.
The thing is this. Okay, let me give an example. So there was a time like that. I think there are days I work. One day in a week I work from home, and I was at home all through. And few times like that, I might not have had my bath. Okay. Even when she comes back from work and the likes. And I was on bed. She was, she refreshes when
you carry your
And I was on bed, and she was like, "Don't you have your bath?" I said, "I will now. Why are you disturbing me? Just don't stress me." And she thought
that was an int. You'd have gotten it.
No, he never gets.
He never gets that.
And the thing is because for him, it's more of the plain communicator. Like speak it out, spell it out the way it is. If you don't spell it out, then you can't have it.
At the end of the day, I just felt like no problem now. If that is it, I was like, hello, come. Did you, maybe I didn't get it. Did you tell me you wanted anything? You were just saying, go have your bath. Hello.
We expect you to understand. But when you call your mouth, sorrow.
Oh, for now, you have to communicate. You have to speak it. If you don't, you can't have it.
So, times like that, I had to now, quickly, because I was going to do it later, but because I just felt like I have to meet her needs. And it's not somebody that speaks or say it, and then so anytime she says it, so I just stood up and
that's good. At least you understand. You understand that now.
Exactly.
Yeah, do it more and communicate.
I won't still do the non-verbal. Non-verbal can be if she's touching you like alpha. It's a different thing.
But she's not even touching.
I'm just giving her that clue and
she's not angry. I don't see sense. That's you.
So yeah. That's it. So that intentionality,
it is very, very important.
Very key
to be intentional, especially because of other responsibilities. You have to go to work, family, things like that. If you are not intentional, you almost forget that you are married.
Definitely.
People.
Yeah.
Okay. Another one is, how do couples balance individual growth with collective goals. So this is what I want. This is what you want. And they're like different things. How do we balance it?
Okay. Do you want to go first?
No, you can go ahead.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, from my own end, we are one,
Okay.
and as I can also say that we are two become one. We are also individuals
Individuals.
first before we're actually one. And we have our passion, we have what we like.
Yeah.
And thankfully enough, okay, she likes music and she also has this beautiful voice. So it's something she sees as, beautiful. And also, when I met her, I knew what she was doing. She's, decoration and the likes. So there are times I come together and say, okay, let's do this together. I help her out with some things. I want to see her grow. I want to see her, improve. There are sometimes I even do some of the work of the deco for her,
Wow.
maybe because the client came from me and I just want to
I actually does the HR work for you.
I just want to ensure that we give the best.
From the HR work, I always want to know everything. So
She just wants to know.
I want to know.
That's
So
good.
that's the intentionality about ensuring that we grow. There are sometimes, she sends something to me and I think I want to go for this course in event planning. I was okay, go ahead, do it. And she has also mentioned, I think I would like to go for maybe my master's and something. Okay, let's see how it goes. Do you get? We are both intentional about the growth of each other. And from our own end too, she had followed me to studio to back up for one of my music. She has to be there. At times we do night. She will be there.
I have to sleep
So
in the
everybody
studio.
is working together to see that we are growing.
So means that
It's
as you're
beautiful.
pursuing your individual goal, you're also pursuing your
But
collective.
yes,
Definitely.
That's the way it should be. And I appreciate that. Okay, how much of your personal freedom shifts after marriage? And what compromises or adjustments feels heavier? Do you get it?
I think I should. Okay, so if I can get that question correctly, like, okay, so do we have personal freedoms? Like, are we free individually?
There's this thing that they say that when you get married, there are some things you won't be able to do, things like that. Although I believe that it is it's not straight here. I believe that there's nothing you cannot achieve, even in marriage. But I also understand that some things are easier done before marriage than after marriage. And also, there are some things that you would be able to do while single that when you're married, you can't easily say, I want to do this. So how much of your freedom has changed or shifts after marriage? Or what adjustment did you have to make?
Okay, for me, I don't think I needed to make a lot of adjustments. So why I'll say that is because communication especially is actually very important. So for him, as I've said, is a very big communicator. If you are able to,
I love communicators.
oh my
really,
God,
so
if you are able to communicate yourself, like if you're able to speak and say, oh, okay, these are my plans, these are what I want to do, you're free to do it. So it's not a rigid person. No, it's not the rigid type that will tell you, you've not told me this in like days, you have not told me, like just telling me now. Okay, yes, that's actually one important thing as well. Like, not that you want to like do something and then you're telling your partner like 1 hour before and you're like, I don't understand, how do you want to achieve this? Or you're just telling me this now and you expect me to. So for me, I'm always like putting it ahead. Most time I just drop it in the chat. So if I'm telling you like 1 hour before, check your chats. I've dropped it there for a while.
There for you.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I think there was not much adjustment I needed to make. Why? Because I don't know, like the freedom is there.
Okay, so let's also look at it this way. Maybe before you got married, okay, like you said it was on leave during your marriage, like when you just got married and you also were at home. So I was going to say for some people, they have to like change jobs, because they had to move in with their husband, things like that. Did you face anything like that?
Not really.
Moving from one state to another.
We're both in Lagos. So for me, I think one adjustment I needed to make, was based on my deco job. So I work with different planners most of the times, and most of the times before I got married, it's always like late into the night. So like we work most times late into the night, and when we met, I told him, okay, this is my work, this is how we operate. Are you okay with it? So his own is whenever you're coming, and most of the time when I know that I'm running late, like I know I'm going to be extremely late home. Most times in deco work, most times we get home like 12 a.m. sometimes 1 a.m. So his one is communicate. oh, I'm in this place at this moment. Or you can't even say you're not coming home. So most of the times, order a ride, you're coming home. So it's like, just communicate. I'll be running late. I won't be coming home. It's good at that. Yes. So it's just communicate. Like, just let him know, okay, by so time I'll be back home. I think there was the day I put a prank on him and like, I was coming from an event and he called on the road and I didn't pick the call. So he was already panicking, like, where did this woman go to? And meanwhile, I was just close by. I was just close to the house, but I was like, I wanted to pull a prank that I'm still at the event, though. So I picked the call. I'm still at the event, though. And I just ended the call like that. And I guess, it was already like panic. I'm like, what happened? I didn't misplace. I was like, I just wanted to pull a prank. No, don't put that prank on me again next time. So his one is just like, just communicate. The time frame, I know that your work is very hectic. And most of the time, he actually follows me to events. Or most times it just stays till maybe when my event is done and then we go home together. Yeah, so it's just more of a big communicator.
So for you, any adjustment, change?
Well, adjustments would be around, I have more female friends.
Okay. You need to adjust to female friends, okay?
So I have more female friends. We talk a lot, genuine friends, no strings attached and the likes. I'm this more of an advisor, people bring their problems.
Marriage counselor.
It's relationship and the likes. So I'm always someone that's the first person to call. And so part of the adjustments I did was to ensure definitely you can't call me by 9, 10, 11 and we are discussing over and over. Then so many other adjustments.
So did you have to like spell this out to your friends, or they just understood?
They just understood.
Wait, because they are good friends. Some friends would not get it.
Yeah, because they would even tell me like, I had to stop. Oh, you're a married man now. I have to reduce it. So anytime we want to talk like that, is either during the day, and my wife, so the person will be calling. We want to discuss something, and I have nothing to hide. So.
I say that marriage is not that difficult. We all just make it look as like active, it is difficult. If we are both playing with each other and we communicate things, we are not hiding anything, it is not difficult.
It's not difficult.
So I think that's just about it. Okay, so we've talked about how you handle disagreements and conflicts. I think we've talked about that a little. I say you still work together and you still do the again before leaving and when you get back home. Okay, so how is responsibility shared in the home? House chores, do you believe that there are gender-specific roles or anybody can do any chore?
Let me go first.
I like that.
Why I do not believe in gender-specific roles, right? I also believe that there are some things that are, mutually agreed in quotes. You might not initially agree to it in quotes, but at the end of the day, you don't have the choice.
What are those things?
So things like cooking, like this is your department. I love you.
So wait, is it that you don't know how to cook, or you just believe that it is the woman's responsibility?
He knows how to cook, but he doesn't like it.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. He doesn't like to cook.
So I'm coming from, a family whereby I was the one that was, I was very close to my mom because she's late, and we go to the market, driving away, she takes me about, I can even say that I try more than, I hope she will not hear this, more than some of my female, my sisters, and then after after she passed on and my dad, I have to be the one, my sisters got married, I was the one. It was more of I have to do this than, I left cooking and the likes. So when my wife came and I saw that she's even way better than I am.
Oh yeah, it was a relief for you.
Thank you. So I leave that to her, things like that. So, but, aside cooking, I help with clothes, laundries. I help with any other thing I can.
So you're just cooking.
Cooking.
It can actually do any other thing aside cooking. And if a gender specific role, he doesn't like cooking, I don't like washing. I don't like washing clothes.
it's not really gender
it's not like really gender specific.
Okay,
Yes.
well, specific.
So yes,
Perfect.
I don't really like washing clothes.
That's actually good. At least you compliment each other.
It helps with the washing parts most
So
of the
spending
time.
the time you wash
So
the
then,
machine.
yes, so it helps with that, which I appreciate because I know I wear clothes. So it helps with it, and while I don't mind doing the cooking. So
I think that settles that. Okay, that's good. So do you have joint accounts?
Okay, so we don't have a joint account. Maybe what I would say we have is a joint saving.
joint savings, yeah.
So what we do is, shy when it comes to money, I do not believe in, you are the husband to, everything. I believe in we are one.
Mm-hmm.
Our finances are one.
Everything.
We
join
and
hands together.
after salary, my salary and all. Initially, the funniest thing is that at some early parts, she was earning a bit higher than mine. Maybe
You know you're saying
a bit like 10,000.
Yes.
But because we've started this way before that, because all we do will come together and all. So when I'm even earning way, way more than she's earning, it's still the same thing. And the same thing in the sense that we bring our money together. Oh, you're earning 1 naira, I'm earning 5 naira. We bring it together. That is 6 naira, for example. We take our tithe out. We take necessary every whatever we need to take out. Then we now say that, okay, what's it called now? Allowance.
Yes.
The funniest thing is that even despite the fact that everyone be earning times 2 or 3 or thereabout, we still earn the same allowance.
Oh, wow.
So if I'm taking 100K, for example, for the month, she's taking, and that is outside of our transport, outside of my transport, outside of whatever.
Okay.
So the allowance is your allowance.
Just yours.
Yes.
Despite that we are earning the same allowance.
And it's still my...
She will still come and ask for something. On that little...
It's still our money.
Yeah. Well,
you understand?
So it's allowance to our own.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that is it. So if there's any special money outside the actual income that comes, well, discretion. I might say, for example, maybe she had a job outside of her actual salary, and I'm saying, whatever profit, take it, is yours. So not like, oh, yeah, the man, yeah, this. So we share the responsibility together, irrespective of the amount, and we also share whatever one is taking. Normally, I can say I earn more, so take more. I was even telling her we said that. Okay, I earn more than you, and at the end of the day, you still come to me. I don't think we will be sharing the same allowance.
So whatever you have.
But despite that, hand works for us. So I don't know.
Yeah. So I think for couples out there, they should just look for what works for
them.
Yes. So that's good. Another thing is, okay, I was going to ask, do you follow the 50-50 rule in your home? Or who pays for what? But I think this question already answered that, the joint accounts. Have you ever thought of leaving your marriage at any point in time?
No. Why? I don't understand.
Why? I don't understand.
No.
You two are making this song like I need to marry to this.
Because I was 100% sure.
We're sure before we went ahead.
Like so many people that are divorced today, or people that say they don't want their marriage anymore, don't you think they were also sure? Like many of them
they were,
sure,
but I think the part of intentionality, yes, actually is a major difference. Okay. Yes. So if you're not intentional, if you think that it's all rosy, and once you enter, you're like, who is this person that I married? So it's on you.
So it's a different thing for you to want something.
Yes.
And be ready to put in the
work. Yes. Exactly. So you have to be able to put in the work. Like, okay, so I'm married to this person, and then this is why. This is basically like person I'm going to be spending the rest of my life with. So
accepting the person. There is one thing we play about through sickness and in health, richer and poorer. We don't pray to be poor. But that is the truth. When we married December 2023, I can boldly remember that I was earning like 120. And from that 120, I would do contribution 50,000 naira. And as at that period, she was at home, she was not working. So after I removed 50,000 from 120, then I removed my transport. But during those, I would call it a short period, she never complained for once and made me look like, guy, you're not a man, you're not this.
I never also made her feel like you're not working. Am I not the only one?
Exactly. I never made her feel that way and the like. So when it's now getting better, we will still be there. Do you understand?
Sure, I love that. When it's getting better, and it's still better than this. You
It
guys
will
are
always
Yes,
get
we
better.
always get better.
Definitely.
Yes, that's good. Wow. I'm shocked. Am I shocked? Like I'm shocked. I'm just like, with different stories we hear about marriage this day, people like, there's a time I thought of leaving my marriage or things like that. But like, you guys have never thought about it. You enjoy being together. That's good. So how did you feel after becoming someone's wife stroke someone's husband?
I feel good.
Like, the change in identity. Before you
It's
just
something
say,
I look forward to. I
you
don't
love
understand.
marriage most.
So you don't love marriage?
I do. That's all.
Be fruitful, multiply, replenish. It's God's will now. We are just,
Yes,
He
yes.
actually enjoys
Yes,
it.
yes,
I
God.
love being married.
He enjoys
I'm a married
it.
man.
What about you? You don't like it?
No, I actually enjoy it, but I think
You enjoy
where
it more.
he enjoys it more, and then I think in the change of name aspect, it took me a while before I could be comfortable, like, I'm Mrs. So even at my workplace, they don't still know my husband's name. So I'm still like using my
name.
my name as yes. So because when I got the job and all, I was still using that name. So I'm like, I've not gotten a change of name. So I maintain the same. So most of the time, whenever they call me, his own surname, I'm still like,
who are you? Yeah, he likes being called. Right?
yes, so
His name,
he
anything.
enjoys it.
Okay, that's good. So how do you manage your in-laws and interference from outsiders?
Do we have
Go ahead.
interferences? Our families are, can we say, blended? We're already into each other. His dad is my dad. My mom is his mom. Our siblings are, I don't know, they are together. How do I explain that?
So we
again?
don't give them
We don't
a
separate.
reason to, interfere.
Okay.
So I can say that, although we just clocked 2 years, last year, December, we're going to 3 years. And I've not reported my wife to his mom and say, this is it, or my dad. And there's no reason for you to come and say you want to interfere. Interfere in what?
That's
Sort out
actually
things
very
ourselves.
good. Very
Do you
good.
understand?
So, but for some people, you don't even have to give them reasons. Some people would still poke nose. They'll still come and tell you.
There's a limit to
There's a
what you
limit
can.
to what you can, yes, and I feel it's what you dish out that will make them want to
Exactly.
know like what exactly is going on. So if you don't dish out anything to them or you don't call unnecessarily like this is what is happening,
Exactly.
I'm not
So
sure.
you've not had any third party interference. You've not had anybody say, when are you guys going to give birth? See, if they married first, people like that.
The best from my own family, there's no such pressure. And
Without pressure,
from
my
my own
family
too,
too.
there's no such pressure.
No, I'm even looking
Do you
like
get-
outside family now.
Not outside
co-workers,
family. It's when you give them
neighbors.
You give them the room
the room that they will
to
come in
ask,
and
yes.
So you
but
guys
what's
are
up?
giving them the room. Some people have mad audacity. Like even when you don't give them that room, they will still want to,
So when they
know.
come like that, you put them in their
In
place.
their
Yes,
place.
yes,
That's what I
yes.
want
That's
to
it.
know. Yeah. So putting them in their place. Okay. So what advice would you give to someone preparing for marriage now?
What advice? Seek God first.
Okay.
Ensure what you are,
prayerful.
who you are ending up with is the actual person.
Yeah.
Because be sure. Let me put it that way. Be sure that you're actually with the right person, and when you meet the person, you would actually know. For example, I met my wife March 2023. Yeah, and April I asked her to be my wife. I was that sure and everything. She too, she was sure that yes, that is it, based on some previous confirmation, even way before she met me.
So when you say confirmation, like spiritual confirmation.
Confirmation.
So do you believe that? Do you believe in will of God for marriage, things like that?
I believe in will of God, but I believe that God's will is not
It's not one.
So you think
particular
that there's
to
no
one
one
person.
will of God.
Yes.
Yes. The will of God is that we are don't be unequally yoked to unbeliever.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And there is perfect will, there is permissible will, and there is not just one will. Because what if the person dies? Does that mean your will is
No, will is
Thank you.
So, like I mentioned, I had dated somebody and, for years, and it didn't work out.
I didn't.
And at the end of the day, don't let us
That's a long story.
It's a long
let us
story.
go there.
Very long
At the end of
story.
the day, I have met people before her, even few months. I felt like, okay, is she the one? Should I? And at the end of the day, I just saw, God, if it's not your will, let us still give this thing. And immediately she gave that, I said, we are done. It's like, I'm not asking you out anymore.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, when the actual person came, March, April, July, I proposed, August, introduction, the same year, December, I got married. And I'm still not regretting any fact. That's why I told you that I was 100% sure when I met her. And within 9 months.
Wait, let's rewind. You met in March.
And we got married in December.
Wait, you asked us to marry you you proposed in April,
July. Yeah.
And you got married in December.
Yeah.
The introduction was in August.
First wedding in October.
Oh, wow. wow. That's beautiful.
So there are some other people I might have met that I might still need to take my time to be sure.
But with her.
In fact, the first day we spoke, it was just answering every of my questions. And I was like, this is mind of like minds. And, the praying and everything. I was like, I've got into my final.
So how was it for you?
What's the question again?
So, I mean, like, how were you sure that it was the one for you when we talk about will of God in marriage and all of that? Okay, so.
First of all, I'm not a big communicator. I'm not someone that talks.
You said that like almost 10 times.
Countless times, yes, because that's me. I'm not someone that likes to talk. I like to just be on my own. So I think the very first time we spoke. I've never done that in my life.
Okay.
I spoke to him for close to 7 hours.
I don't understand. Yes. What were you guys discussing?
That was the funny part of it, was that after the whole conversation and all, I had to sit down and rethink that did I do this? It was actually very funny. Like I'm not sure we slept. We didn't sleep throughout the night. We didn't.
So prior to that time, you guys have not met physically?
No. Yes, it was just on phone.
I met her through Singles Connect, Harvesters, WhatsApp group.
Yeah. So like we literally spoke for 7 hours, and after that conversation, for me, I needed to pray to be sure.
Okay.
And one thing I believe is if God is speaking to you, He must speak to me as well. So what He was speaking was also my language. So we're like both speaking the same language, and that was the way I was sure. And then there's always one thing I usually say is that I speak with my mom a lot. My mom is like, we speak a lot. We talk about everything. And so far, so good. The only time I like tell her about someone, she's like, you've not gotten to that place yet. So for the first time when I spoke about him, it was like, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yes. So I was like, I had to look at my phone again. I'm like, are you sure this is my mother? So I was like, all confirmation I needed first was from the place of prayer. And the final confirmation I needed was from my mom. And immediately I got that, I was like, okay, I think I'm good to go. Yeah.
Okay. That's good. So the final question, is marriage truly for everyone? Or do you think there are some people that shouldn't, be married?
It is the will of God that we get married, yes. I'll start from there. But like Paul said, if you want to be like me, you can go ahead. Because I wouldn't say that it's a bad thing that some people are not married. And the funniest part is that some people might not get married in their lifetime.
Yes.
And it's not like it's something wrong.
It's not wrong.
If it works for them, all well and good. There are some people that doesn't wish to find themselves in that such position. And I pray that people like that, they get to meet the right person and the likes. However, if it's something you love that I don't want to get married, go ahead.
Some people want to get married, but they are scared. What will you tell them?
I understand from the aspect of maybe childhood experience, background, and the likes. But the thing is that if you don't heal from that, even if you meet the best person, you won't still
enjoy it. Yes.
So the first thing is to work on yourself, detach yourself from your past, detach yourself from that background. Really work on yourself and see marriage as a beautiful thing. Irrespective of however you saw it from your dad, your mom, or what have you, or whatever you the way it is for men is also the way it is for women. Some women have seen shaggy, some men too have seen shaggy.
Yes.
Do you get? So until you detach,
Chicken
because
is
people
not
feel like,
peculiar to
oh,
one
all
gender.
men are the same, and someone will say, why did you date all men? But the point is, there are men out there that are actually saying they're good and
Yeah.
they are, they work according to God's will and everything. They can be beautiful, but if you don't put yourself in that mindset that they are out there, you never meet them,
Yes.
because you might always be indoor. And again, change where you want to see, change your cycle, change your environment.
Environment is
You
important.
can't be in the same place, for example, and expect something will change.
A different result.
Maybe one day you will be like the man, beside the pole that was pushed after how many years.
Yeah.
But there are things just like roots. You go out there, position yourself to meet the actual person.
Yeah.
That's my advice. Thank you.
Okay, so do you have anything to say before we call it a day?
Okay, so all I'm just going to say is for everyone, for a man, for a woman, the best place is to pray. That's the best place you can get your results. That's the best place you can get your answers from. If you are not a prayerful person, I don't think you want a different result, then you go with a different approach. So if you desire something, then you find a different approach to it. So for me, of the mindset of prayer. So from prayer, I get a different approach. I get several approaches actually. So I think that's just sums of everything.
So would you say that your expectations before marriage matched your reality after marriage?
Okay, so one thing I believe is it depends on how far you put your expectation.
Okay.
So if your expectation
don't
is
expect too much, is that what you're saying?
Not like don't expect too much. And again, know the kind of partner you're settling down with. Like for him now, we had conversations before marriage, even with the short frame of our meeting each other to get married. We have tough conversations, deep conversations where we fought most of the times. There are many times when I think what that stood out for me the most, like whenever I keep remembering the scene, it just makes me laugh. Like I think it was during our counseling session, and then after counseling, we fought proper. We fought, and then all of a sudden after we just went to the altar, and then we started praying that God, this journey we can't fail, and we just need you to go with us. And I can see that even after the whole counseling and everything, I'm not sure we fought like how many times now.
So the word fought is just
misunderstandings or
I know, not like
I'm not sure we've had that kind of disagreements like ever since then. Yes, because we had deep conversations. So for expectations, for him now, he will tell you, don't put your expectation. He will tell you, I didn't promise you this. So like he spelled out everything. He said he didn't hide. He didn't go through corners. I didn't go through corners as well. So we spoke about everything. We laid down those things. So when we got into marriage, it was like we already knew what to expect.
And even the little things that would have,
yes, we literally spoke about it. Yes. So our expectations were not that high. Yeah.
So I would say that we didn't place unnecessary expectations
on each other.
Okay.
Yes.
So that your expectations were realistic.
Yes.
Exactly. So yeah. So that you won't get to marriage and start feeling like this is not
what you told me.
I think that's the issue with some people, because I think they over expect. So when they get into the marriage, they're like, this wasn't what I bargained for. They didn't tell me that marriage is like this. They didn't tell me that this is... Because imagine someone that grew up in a home where it's just you, your mother, and your father, and then you got married, your husband or your wife is a people's person. Everybody's always flocking into your house, And for some people that don't also understand boundaries, they cannot tell those people that, oh, I'm married now, do not come to my house. That's when you hear some husbands say, go on, my friends are coming, go and cook for me.
No. Whenever like that.
So it meets some people by surprise, and they're like, I don't think I can do this.
In fact, when we first got married, our location was blocked to everybody. Nobody knew where we were living. Nobody knew anything. When we even changed apartment and all, till today, some certain people are like living close to us, but do not know where we live.
Wow, so that's so disparate. Thank you so much for coming
Pleasure.
on this episode of Reality Chat with Damz. So everyone out there, whether you're single, engaged, or married, today's topic speaks to everyone. It speaks to everyone. You're looking to get married, or even if you're not looking to get married, it still speaks to you. Your expectations versus your reality. So we've learned that we should not put our expectations so high. We are not saying that you should, reduce your standards per se. We're not saying that you should settle, but don't just have unrealistic expectations. Make your expectations realistic so that when you get into the marriage, you are not, shocked and like, I didn't bargain for this. So we have come to the end of today's episode of Reality Chat Room with Damz. Thank you for tuning in, and do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like and comment on all our videos. Also share. Thank you. Bye.